audio. Oh, how's this? Okay, let's try that. Come on, that's got to be coming through. Desktop audio is closed. Mic audio. Mic audio. Hey, hey, that's working. All right, beautiful. Good, good. Thank you, thank you. I appreciate that. All right, cool, 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 cool. There's the camera. All right, let's try this for a bit. See how this goes. Okay, is that still working? That's not working. Let's go like that. Let's go like that. Yeah, it looks good. Now, how do I do this so we can see the live chat at the same time? There we go. Now I can see the live chat. I can see the screen. Oh my God, what a bloody tech whiz I am. All right, let's see if this actually works, huh? Now, if I make OBS small, then I make OBS small. I can move OBS over to here. I can move that here. Hi, Jamie. I can move that down there like that. I can move that over there like that. I can do that. Oh my God, bro, it's all gonna work out. Look at this. Let's see if we can actually do an MMA stream if someone jumps on. And let's do two birds with one stone, huh? Western Mass Climber, welcome, brother. You are always up, mate. I don't know what the hell is the time in Massachusetts, bro. You're always up. Western Mass has got insomnia. Look goes live, I know, mate. And look what I've done. I'm not just sitting back painting a ceiling today. We're actually hanging out. And I've set up, this is literally the first time I've ever used OBS. 1 o'clock in the morning. Jesus. There you go. There you go. Well, as you can see in the chat, that's my Mrs. Jamie there, the Bostonian herself. She was checking in on the stream. I've never set up OBS before, so I needed someone to make mass holes represent. I needed someone to check my stream and make sure it was all working. Oh my God. How the fuck have I ended up with just a Boston only stream when it's 5 o'clock in the afternoon in Australia? Oof, the lag, bro. The lag is insanity. That's okay. It is what it is. We're just gonna hang out. Oh my lord, the lag is bad. I know. You go streaming in the afternoon in Australia. It's 1 o'clock. There must be something in the air in Boston. They just do not sleep. Oh, the lag. We're gonna have to figure something out with this. Life by Jamie is the missus. That's right. She's the quality control of the stream. See if doing all of this can help, because it's not going good. That lag is very bad. Yeah, Life by Jamie is the Mrs. Western Mass, so be nice to her. Okay, I've seen how you get in the other streams. You're a bloody menace, mate. Oh, oh, You're not within an hour and a half of Boston. There you go. I mean, Massachusetts is bloody massive, isn't it? Are you down towards the New York side or up the north side? Oh, this lag is killing me. Okay, if I'm gonna be live streaming and doing a game at the same time, there's gonna be there's gonna be absolutely no ranked matches. It's gonna tank my ranking. I'm actually quality control with Moran. No, she doesn't jump on the streams that often. She just checks the microphone and then bounces out. But I'll remove your modding privileges, mate. It's all good, dude. It's all good. We're playing. It's fine. I love that you're taking the wrench. You're taking your modding duties very seriously in this hectic live chat. It's just you, me, and Jamie, and you're like, I will mod this live chat properly. I know Western Mass. I know. You're all good, mate. You're all good. You were keeping me company during my very first. I keep hearing my name from the other room. OBS Studio reconnection successful. Okay, so I must have dropped out for a bit. Are you going to talk about UFC today, Mr. Corner? I don't know if I am, because honestly, there isn't a lot going on at UFC today, Jamie. I'm sure you've watched every single one of Dougie's Corner's videos because you're so interested in me talking about MMA over and over again. But if I talk about MMA with you, all you'll say is that it's good that Volkanovski got slept and Izzy deserves another title shot. That's why I started the channel, so I don't have to bore you at home. What's the next fight? I can't wait. Well, we can wait for the next fight. Actually, main eventing on Sunday, Jamie, is Biggie Boy. So there you go. You immediately feel like a third wheel. Jamie, if you want to talk about UFC, we could do it. We could do it offline. All right, I'd love to. You know that. I'll leave you two alone. Biggie boy. Mate, what a coincidence, Western Mass. Like, unironically, Biggie Boy is one of Jamie's like favorite fighters, just because of like when he first made his debut into the UFC, that insane knockout, and just the fucking nickname of Biggie Boy as he was absolutely starching people. We've come full circle. I know, I know. So she fucking loves Biggie Boy, and I made a video this week talking about how this week's main event is kind of shit. And we're not even going to be fucking watching it. I'm going to have to watch the replay of this one. So we're going to be at sea. We leave for a cruise tomorrow, mate. It's fucking wild, man. But Friday today, so the work week's over. You need a beer and a dart. That is very fair. I mean, I should be having a beverage myself, considering what time of the week it is. It's been a hell of a week, mate. Wow, I'm in cruise mode. I know. When is it too late to start drinking? I mean, Western Mass is already on it. Western Mass is already on the drinks. Wait, Western Mass, are you modded in Guru's chat? Or were you made a member today? Were you made member or a mod today in the Guru stream? I don't even know if I have any beers in the fridge. I think they're in laundry. How did I climb the rankings in Pro with that much lag? How? Insanity. Okay, we gotta turn these settings right down because the lag, I don't know how it looks on your end, guys, but the lag on my end is atrocious. Just atrocious. Low, low, low. Oh, we're in with Rasputin. Yeah, that was it. Yeah, you were gifted a Guru membership. Yeah, nice, man. Nice. Yeah, I didn't know if you were a mod on Guru's channel. Although I wonder how often Guru is even doing his member streams. Because it seems like he's slowing down a lot. Oh, okay. You're new on the scene. Nice. I thought you'd been around for a minute. Like you knew musical and all that. You're from that era. So how long have you been watching MMA then? You must have been watching MMA for a while though. Or do you just like showing up to the streams and fucking around? Jesus. You're my sixth active. Nice. So you're just a mod slut. You just jump on people's streams and try and be a mod as quickly as possible. Then fucking ban anyone that you don't agree, that anyone you don't like. I like it. Rule with an iron fist, mate. If this channel ever grows, you're going to go down as the OG. If this channel ever grows, we'll see. We're grinding away. Bro, I do not remember them by numbers. But Khabib vs. Poirier was a while ago. It was a minute ago. Oh, shit. But yeah, that's a decent stint. Absolutely, man. Absolutely. I know there's like those sports dudes where like they can just fucking they remember every number, every stat, everything off their top of their head. Like even the one that was in Boston with O'Malley and Aljo. Like I just refer to it as the Boston one or O'Malley versus Aljo. Like the fights. I remember the fights. I don't remember the cut. Like I couldn't tell you what number that was. You know. Yeah, nice. So you like left it for a bit and then came back. Yeah, I had friends in high school who were well into it back in like the tap out footy era days, and like I was definitely a McGregor baby. Like once McGregor started talking all that shit on the microphone, that's when I started really getting into it. But even then, like I would only just go to the local pub with my mates and watch the pay-per-views. For years I did that. And then maybe 2017, 2000, yeah, around 2017 is when I started watching like every single card. And then yeah, around the pandemic is when I started watching. When I was watching every single card, I would watch one as well because one was always free on YouTube. And then around the pandemic, I was trying to watch like as much of like Cage Warriors and Eternal and all that kind of stuff. Yeah, and it's a hard sport to keep track of, especially like pre-pandemic and pre-ESPN. At least as an Aussie, anyway, it's a hard sport to keep track of. Like everything is just football here, like just Aussie rules football. That's all it is. In the summer, it's cricket. In winter, it's Aussie rules football, and there's literally nothing else. Like even when Volk was going up against Makachev for champ, it didn't even get announced on the radio. No, sorry, Volk's rematch that happened in Abu Dhabi, and he lost and got knocked out. Didn't get announced on the like they did like the whole sports talk on morning radio. Didn't mention it, and I was like, that's insane, man. Like you'd think Australia, such a sporting country, would get behind it, but nope. Yeah, I love Dusty. I know a lot of people don't like him because he has a chip on his shoulder, but his fight style is sick. The shoulder rolls and the boxing. And whenever he is pressed up against the cage, he just bites down on his mouth guard and decides to fucking go for it. I've been a big fan of Dusty for a while. Jamie loves Dusty too. She's always telling me to wear Dusty t-shirts because I just wear like black t-shirts. She's like, wear a Dusty shirt. Something colourful. So I've got a couple of Dusty-esque shirts for the cruise. You know what I mean? Got some fun shirts for the cruise coming up. I should have grabbed a drink after this game. After this game, I'm gonna have a drink. I'm gonna have a drink with you, Western Mass, and we're gonna celebrate a fucking good week in the books. Boy, it is him. I don't know, man. I think his era's over. I think he's got enough in the tank to edge it past Benoit. He's really got to have his fucking Gaethje moment against Benoit, doesn't he? And like, I mean, that first round of Gaethje Fiziev sort of looked like the tide was going to turn to Fiziev, and then Gaethje just decided like, no, I'm not fucking done yet. I think like Dusty's going to be put in the exact same position, and we're going to see like whether or not Benoit Saint Denis has got a set of balls. I mean, obviously does. He's fucking like French SES ex-military, but we're just going to see like the levels, who's still got it and who doesn't. That is such a real fight, Dusty versus Benoit. That is such a real fight. Thank you, mate. Thank you. That's why I went like I should start like an MMA YouTube channel. It's worrying though. Like, what happened with Moreno last weekend? Like, is that Moreno having a bit of PTSD from all the wars that he's been in, like not being able to bite down the mouth guard anymore, or is that just the altitude? You know. Thank fuck for getting a kill. Whew. The diamond does not lose two in a row. Oh, fuck. I hope you're right, man. I hope you're right. Volk doesn't lose two in a row. Volk doesn't lose at featherweight. Moreno. Monaro. Moreno. Brandon Moreno this weekend with his loss. Was that a loss of PTSD and being in too many wars and not wanting to go to that place again, or was that just Mexican altitude? Fuck. 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 Dougie is him with the lag and everything. On lag. See that? Getting crushed and then turned it back on. Fuck you, mild on. To be fair, that was bad. Yeah, that's what I think as well. Like he trains there, yeah, yeah. So if he's training there, it's just in his head. It's so weird. Like I just watched back the Kai Kara France fight the other day. I was like, fuck, he's been in some fights, man. Some real fights where he has to like pull it out of the hat. That seems to be like all of Moreno's last 5 fights. He's just got to bite down. And at some point, it just gets too much. What's the time? 5:30. All right, I'm gonna have a drink. I'm gonna make a Jameson before we get into the next game. I'll be right back. I'm gonna grab a drink. Cheers, mate. Good week. I don't get it. I think the Kaikar France hate is just... This is Call of Duty Mobile, mate. How you been, bro? We're just hanging out, having an end of week stream. Yeah, I think Kaikar France cops it a lot because he's from CKB, man. And just everyone from CKB seems to cop the hate. You know, there's like this whole culture of just hating them all. But I like Kaikar Front. I think he's got a sick fight style. You know, do it like as based and as fun as Manel Cap is. And apart from Manel Cap being based and fun, he's just a sick Muay Thai fighter. I love all Muay Thai fighters. When Kaikar France was in the crowd doing the haka, it was awesome. You good, brother? Wait, how are you on a PC? What's going on? You download an app called, in my opinion, COD Mobile is the best COD they've ever made. It's just a simple, clean-cut COD. You download an emulator called Game Loop, and you can install COD Mobile. And that way, you know, if you got like 10 minutes at work at lunch, you can play COD Mobile at lunch when you're taking a minute. So, yeah, man. We're just hanging out, talking MMA, having an end of week drink, playing some COD, just having a good time. Yeah, I mean, Dan Hooker, sick fighter, hilarious personality, you know, doesn't speak a word of English, but still comes across as a fun guy. That's a joke. But was Volk always at CKB? Because I have this vivid memory in my mind of Volk training just outside of Sydney. His gym was just outside of Sydney in some town that started with a W. And then all of a sudden, he's with Eugene Berman and CKB. That's so lit, man. So do you use a controller? No, just keyboard and mouse. But if you have like a Logitech controller, you can put it in. But so the emulator tells the COD lobbies that you're using a controller, so you don't get booted. But there are some long wait times because you have to get paired with other people using a controller. Yeah, that's what I think. I don't think he was always at CKB either. But now he does. And see, now that he's at CKB, his style is not that like multiple accumulative damage style. You know, like Volk used to be like jab, jab, two, exit with a leg kick. And now his style has switched to just jab, range, jab, jab, range, jab, range. That CKB style of keeping range, not really following up and being as aggressive. And I think that style has been figured out. I think now people are starting to see that if you just attack and press a CKB fighter, they're there for the taking because they like to dance around the outside and point score. Can't remember. Can't remember off the top of my head. Cannot remember off the top of my head, man. Don't know. Are we talking... We're not talking Blood Diamond, are we? The worst UFC fighter of all time? Is the best SMG in this game without scope deadly as fuck? Mate, you know the names. You know where you're at. Is that what I'm using? Is that the SMG that I'm using? Because I'm just fucking around with it. Usually I'll be using the Peacemaker assault rifle. Look at that. Doug remembered the name of something. Whew. Look at him go. Using it. Yeah, this is my second class. Well, it's my first this week. So I'm pretty sure I've maxed out the Peacemaker. You have it wrong. You're trying to remember. Jump on. Google it. Google it real quick. See who it is. That's super quick time if you got good aim. Yeah, my aim is atrocious. And this is the first time I've done a game stream, and apparently it's going to fucking lag on me real bad. So I think we're going to have to go with a bit of a slower, more conservative approach. You're trying. All right, mate. All right. All right. No need to get aggressive. Okay? Don't make me take away your mod privileges. That bloody spanner. You spanner. I'm playing, Matt. Western Mass. You two, you Western Mass and Muhammad, you guys absolutely held down the channel this week. Absolutely held it down. Western Mass on the live streams and Muhammad in the chat on the videos. I appreciate it, guys. Because at fucking 6 in the morning when I sit down to make a video, some mornings I really go, is this even worth it? But no videos this weekend until I get back from the cruise. So that Izzy video was the last one today. You do, man. You do. I appreciate it, man. No, you're all good. You're all good, brother. I appreciate it. And you always, like, when we disagree on things, you're not one of those people that are just like, this video fucking sucks and you suck. You're always, like, adding to the conversation. Brad Riddell, thank you. Brad Riddell. Yes. I remember being disappointed by him. That's what's coming to the memory the most by him. There was hype around him. I was like, yes, another fucking Anzac in the UFC. Let's go. And Anzac is Australian and New Zealander. Fuck you. Yeah, nice, man. I feel like there's a lot of new fans that picked it up during the pandemic. Started the Khabib fight versus McGregor. Oh, so you started at the fucking peak of MMA. Mate, you should have walked away then because it ain't getting any better than that. That was the shit right there. That was as good as MMA got. That fucking... That era. That Khabib McGregor era. Brad Riddell, yep, yeah. Okay, Riddell lost to Fiziev, lost to Turner, lost to Moicano. I mean, they're not bad names to lose to, but you got to pick up a win. Who's he beaten? Has he got any good names on his resume that he's beaten? Really got into Izzy early on. He beat Dober. There we go. Yeah. See, that's a fucking great name. Like, Dober is a killer. Dober could have that Dustin sort of rise, you know? Because, like, Dober is very, very, what's the word? Concerned with getting the knockout. Like, he always chases the knockout, almost like Gaethje in his early career. And if Dober can just slow it down and start to be a little bit more smart with the power that he has, the natural power that he has, we could enter a Dober era, which would be fucking exciting. He beat Dober. Bro, the aftermath. First ever UFC sport, I show the whole card. Western Mass Climber, fuck, give me a sec. All right, bro, you take your time. We're just chilling. Just the three of us are just hanging out and chilling. First ever sport, I stayed up to watch the whole card. Same with me, man. There was a time, when was it? There was one World Cup where I got up early to watch Serbia play a soccer game. And up until then, I really didn't give a fuck about sport. I really didn't give a fuck about sport. But then once I started to see Conor McGregor and see cage fighting early in the days, I was instantly hooked to this. And then, yeah, the Saudi cards, I would get up to watch Saudi cards. And get up to watch the prelims as well. I would get up crazy early to watch them. And still do. Like, with the Saudi cards, I'll still, even though it's a Sunday, and I have to get up early every bloody morning of the week, I'll still get up. The last Saudi card, I got up at 4 a.m. and drove over to my brother's house and we watched it together. No notable wins, yeah. And the thing is, right, because he's from CKB and he's their mate, sorry about the microphone abuse there, lads, he'll get better treatment than other fighters. Like, he'll be allowed to have some losses on his record and be able to hang out. A pay-per-view will start at 2 o'clock. You should play fighting games. I mean, I don't have a lot of time for gaming, to be honest with you, like with work and all that. So I'm very happy, like, just chilling on this. I played the fuck out of UFC 3. I loved that game. You still rate Kai Kara? James Kara. I'm just in the habit of calling him Kai. I'm gonna keep doing it, man. But I like Kai. I think Kai's still right there. Absolutely right there. You know, who does he? I want Kai to have an Amir Abazi rematch because to me that was a robbery. And now look at what we're talking about. Yeah, we're talking about Makayev fighting for the title next because no one else is available to fight for the title. And if Kai Kara France hadn't had that robbery loss, we could be talking about Kai having another go at the title. So, yeah, man, Kai got fucked by that robbery. That was one of, like, the most blatant, like, that robbery was now such a disgusting robbery, plus it is almost impeding him from getting a title shot. That's how bad that was. So, yeah. Tekken 8 is doing really well. I can see your stream picking up fans. Thanks, man. I hadn't heard of Kai's name in ages. Yep. Yeah, serious robbery. They didn't fuck with Kai. Yeah, that robbery almost buried him, man. He did. That was one of the worst ones. I don't know how much longer we're going to go for. We might hang out for a little bit longer, but at some point, dinner's going to need to be eaten. But I'll stay on for a bit. We're hanging out. Yeah, and that's, you know, like I said, I just watched that Kai Moreno one. And as we were saying before, it's amazing how hard Moreno had to bite down on his mouth guard. Yeah, we have been over this. Yeah, like it's amazing how much he had to bite down on his mouth guard to get that win. Like he's literally one judge's robbery decision away from being able to step up and take a title fight in a division where we're like, is fucking anyone available? So yeah, he got robbed for that. And just because he's mates with Izzy, he gets shat on a bit. You know, like that's how poisonous Izzy is to the culture, to the MMA culture. Yeah, and it makes it hard. Like, how do you give someone a title shot of two losses when you've got Mikhaev right there? He had fucking earned that win, and as we were saying, like he had to bite down on the mouth guard to do it. He really had to work hard to get that win. Yeah, I like it, man. I like shit being open. You say that. You say that. You say that. I don't know, man. I've been thinking about this. The Ortega in a year fight was so embarrassing. That is true. I've been thinking about Ortega versus Ilia a bit. Ilia did jujitsu for like 6 or 7 years. Like Ilia did jujitsu for years. Ortega, like we don't need to go over his jujitsu ness. Well, Ilia's hands are obviously going to hurt Ortega, and Ilia obviously has sick knockout power, insane knockout power. But Ortega is one of those guys that just seems to have that dog in him, that like will to win. Like what Volk did to him, and Ortega wanted to keep going, even though Herb Dean was like, this guy is dead. Oh, this lag is horrible. And then the way that in that last Ortega fight against Yair, Ortega just decided, like, broken ankle, had the shit bit in out of me. I don't give a fuck. I'm going to win this fight. And gets back in there. That could turn into a really interesting ground match, jiu-jitsu match, if Ilya doesn't finish Ortega. Yeah, it's funny, isn't it, how O'Malley. It's funny, isn't it, how O'Malley has switched from calling out Ilya to going back to calling out Marab after Ilya staunched Volk. O'Malley's just gone, oh, fuck. Maybe not. I think we're going to. I think. What do you think about this? We're about to see the O'Malley style bender. Oh shit! We're about to see the O'Malley style bender era, and what I mean is jabs and leg kicks from range to retain the title as long as possible. Yeah, now he doesn't want anything bro space like he saw it Ghost. Yeah, now he doesn't want anything to do with Ilya. O'Malley has him in his head. Ilya's footwork. I could see him stepping in with a hook to the ribs. O'Malley can't handle it. Hits, to be honest. Yeah, O'Malley is that counter striker. He loves looking for the counter shots. But Ilya's how I mean, how fucking good was Ilya's guard against Volk though? There we go. Open that up. Yeah, I think that's his strategy for the career going forward. And he's probably looked at, yeah, yeah. And he's probably looked at, his options. He's like, right, Ilia might honestly fucking knock the fuck out of me. And then he's looking at Marab, and he's like, Marab is just going to spam takedowns at me. And thinking back to all the people that have done takedowns to him, like Piotr tried to grapple with him. And I think he's very aware that if it goes to a decision, there's a good chance that he could win it on damage, according to the judges. Like Marab spamming takedowns. O'Malley's like grabbing the fence, trying to get himself back up. You know what I mean? Sniping shots, little cheeky knees. And then when they are on the feet, O'Malley's winning the hand exchanges. And then next thing you know, O'Malley wins a decision. To me, if I was O'Malley, that thought process would be better than stepping in there with Ilia and trying to keep Ilia at range and not getting slept. Have you seen Sean O'Malley in a brawl? Honestly, no. Yeah. How close to fucked was Ilia against Jai Herbert? Yes. Yeah. How close to fucked was Ilia against Jai Herbert though? I keep going back to that. Yes, that is true. But I mean, I think Western Mass, all that was just the game of MMA. Like it was a fucking sick head kick. It was early in the fight as well. It was super early in the fight. It was almost like an opening sequence, which is probably why Ilya's recovery time was so good. You know, because it was so early. Thanks, Muhammad. I feel like calling you Muhammad Ali is like I want to come up with another nickname. I'm gonna call you Mo. Is that all right? Unless you are the ghost of Muhammad Ali, then I'll respect it. Muhammad Ali is your actual. I love that we have to fucking call them government names now. I was saying that to Jamie the other night while watching this reel. And like, with this reel about like couples picking their pet names. Like, we'll just refer to each other as their government names. I'll call you Mo. Like fucking government names. Open this stream so I can see. That fucking love heart is in the way of the last. The like stream. It's in the way of the last. Oh shit. What have I done to the chat? Oh no. I've closed the chat window. I'm such a noob, mate. Where's my chat window? Live chat. Oh no. I tried to get the like button out of the way. Now I don't know how to do this. Sorry guys, I can't even see the chat right now. There was a little chat window on the side and I closed it. So annoying. YouTube. One second guys. I can't see you. One second guys. Pop out chat. There we go. I've done a thing. I've just gone to YouTube and opened pop out chat. So this will work. I'll change it to chop chat to live chat. There we go. All right. I'm back. All right. I'm sorry. WMC done. Mo WMC. My bad. Yeah, and it's wild, isn't it, that Ilya isn't even in his prime? How crazy is that? There we go. Live chat's there. Done. All right, I'm back. I can fucking whiz kid over here. Like, what is Ilya? Well, 29, wasn't he? 28, 29. I might be lagging a little bit because I had to open up a separate thing on YouTube, but whatever. Can't lie, O'Malley will have to fight like Izzy during his title defense. I think he's going to have to. I was thinking about doing a video on that. Like, we're entering the O'Malley stylebender era. And then, like, breaking down. I was going to, like, break down the Marab fight and maybe the Sandhagen fight and, like, play out O'Malley's career the way Izzy's career played out and just talk about, like, jabs and leg kicks from range and have, like, a far less exciting O'Malley as the character. I was throwing that idea around in my head. That's what I mean, man. Like, as a fighter, your peak is like 31, 32, 33, and then the fall off sort of starts. If Ilya, I think he's 28, 29, he fights 2 or 3 times a year, we could be talking 6, 7 title defenses in his fucking prime with a base of jiu-jitsu and good striking. Like, Ilya is that next fighter now where, like, he grew up like Tom Aspinall. Like, we're seeing these fighters that grew up with MMA in mind, not just kickboxing and boxing, like true MMA in mind as they grew up and did their shit. And now that's the era that we're in. So, like, yeah, we lost all of our 2021, 2022, 2023 champions, but now we've got this, like, new breed there. The Tom Aspinalls, the Ilia Topurias, the Sean O'Malleys. Don't you guys find it so annoying? I mean, I don't hate the idea of having a plan for your career. Crap emoji as the image. I was thinking of putting Sean O'Malley's face on Izzy's body. If Ilya was in chat, I'd tie his cocky ass out. WMC, we're gonna have to wait for the timeouts. I like letting the madness play out for a bit. This sucks for us as fans. Ilya will barely fight in the next 5 years and quit. Yeah, that was my plan for the thumbnail. Sean O'Malley's face over Izzy's body. I thought that would be fucking hilarious. And call it the O'Malley bender or something like that. Fucking stand still, cunt. I don't know, man. I don't know how. I know, bro. It's all good. We're fucking around. We're having a good time, WMC. I don't know, man. I don't know how, because Legacy is sort of built these days on activity. Just going back to what you were saying about it sucks for us as fans if he thinks he's going to retire in 5 years because he might not fight that often. You look at like Usman, Izzy, Volk, these guys that have built like really, let's call it modern era legacies. Like those 3 are almost considered the greatest fighters in the modern era. I would consider like Khabib is just outside of the modern era. But those 3 guys made their legacy off pure activity. Do you know what I mean? So if Ilya wants to plant himself there, he'll need to be active. And I think Ilya's a pretty self-aware dude. Don't know, just my 2 cents, but yeah. You reckon we're only going to see 5 more Ilya fights? Maybe. If we're lucky. Get the image of Marvin Vittori where Izzy's on top of him, riding like a horse. Thank you. Yes. Mo, that's the image. I'm gonna have to make this video now. It's been thought about. It's been brainstormed with the boys, the channel's biggest supporters, and now a thumbnail has been thought of. So the video is already made. I'm just gonna have to sit down on Wednesday morning when I get back from the cruise and make it, unless there's any highlights from this weekend's card, which there won't be. The card's not that bad. I've been shitting on the card too much this week. Oh man, definitely. I'd love to do that. I'd love to make a Discord so we could do that. Um, I think as the channel grows, we can do all this stuff, have Discord, but like right now, it's still a very very baby channel. But for sure, that's in the pipeline. You know. Yeah, absolutely. Watching everyone like talk about that's the reason I made the channel, man, to be honest. Because I would like either watch fights or listen to live streams and the chats that people were having got, my mind buzzing and I was like, I could talk to the camera before work, let's do that. You got new respect for O'Malley after he said fuck it. Marab after Cheeto. Ilia can wait. Yeah, there is something like about him just like admitting what's in front of him and being like, we're gonna have to fucking do this one way or the other, and turning it towards him. I think O'Malley is still growing, to be honest, because he makes very funny off the cuff remarks, but then when he's got a crowd in front of him or at the press conference, he sort of like gets very quiet and into his shell. I think O'Malley like actually has like a little bit of performance anxiety and he's growing out of it. Like I think it's natural for everyone to do that, but I think he's growing out of it. You honestly, yeah, absolutely. He's not just pushing for something new and something easier. Yeah, it's like he's got two shit options in front of him, and he's gone fuck it. Which is interesting, right? Think about O'Malley on last week's pay per view when Marab was fighting. When Marab was calling out O'Malley in his post fight press conference, O'Malley wasn't even looking at the camera. O'Malley was like looking in any direction that he could. And then after what happened with the Ilia Volk knockout, now O'Malley is like, yeah, I'll fight Marab. Like it's almost like he went, fuck. O'Malley got real with it, 100% love to see it, own the division. And that's what Izzy used to do. That's what Izzy used to do. Izzy used to finish a fight and then call out someone else. And that was always Izzy's best fucking attribute. Always. The fact that Izzy was active and he always knew who he wanted next was always the best thing. And if O'Malley can have that plus a sick knockout style, then he will start to get more of a fan base. Because like you look at all the shit that Izzy's done, he's still got heaps of fans. He's still got heaps of fans. But because he had that great counter striking ability, people were like, yeah, but he wins. So if O'Malley can keep that like flashy knockout style as well as always lining up his next opponent, people will be like, he's the man. Jamie's chucking dinner on, so we'll go for a little bit longer and then we're out of here. And we'll enjoy a Friday night with the miso. Yeah, Izzy was always building his next fight. For like as much shit as we want to talk about Izzy, he was always a performer. Always a performer. And like sometimes it was the cringiest thing in the world, but at least he kept the division active. That's what we're suffering from the most now as MMA fans. We've got these champions that don't seem to be very active. And when we had Volk, Izzy, and Usman, we were like constantly eating. All right, it is 5 to 6. This is going to be the last game, and then we'll get out of here, boys. Thanks for jumping in with me. It's been fun. See you, Mo. Thanks for chatting during the videos. Thanks for watching the videos this week, man. I appreciate it. Appreciate the support. And have a good weekend. Enjoy the fights this weekend. Like I said, I won't be around this weekend, but I will be back. I'm too young to retire. That's a nice way of putting it, WMC. You know what, WMC, if Mo's going to jump off, I'm going to jump off too. Hey, man, thank you as well for... Shit. Thank you as well, man, for watching the live streams this week and commenting on the videos and, yeah, helping me get this thing going, getting it off the ground, man. I really, really appreciate it. It's sort of hard beating your head against a wall when you're not getting any feedback. So you two supporting the channel has been really awesome. I appreciate it a lot. There goes the food in the oven. I'm going to finish up this game, and I am going to see you guys next week. Oh, it's showing. Nice, man. Sick. Legendary. Sick. All right, good on you, lads. You all have a good night. Western Mass, go to bed, mate. You've had a big day of jumping in the chat rooms, brother. You've worked hard. All right, see you, lads. Bye. Good work. Thanks, Mo. Legend. Legend.